Welcome to another day in this series looking at Jesus interacting with people. In Mark 7, there's a story of the Syrophoenician woman. Then Jesus left Galilee and went north to the region of Tyre. He didn't want anyone to know which house he was staying in, but he couldn't keep it a secret. Right away, a woman who had heard about him came and fell at his feet. Her little girl was possessed by an evil spirit, and she begged him to cast out the demon from her daughter. Since she was a Gentile born in Syrian Phoenicia, Jesus told her, "First I should feed the children, my own family, the Jews. It isn't right to take food from the children and throw it to the dogs." She replied, "That's true, Lord, but even the dogs under the table are allowed to eat the scraps from the children's plates." "Good answer," he said. "Now go home, for the demon has left your daughter." I've heard this story told many times, and we do often get hung up on the throw it to dogs statement. But I would like to focus on two elements of Jesus and her response. The first element of Jesus is that he did talk to her. Even though he specifically wanted to not be found, and even though she threw herself at his feet and imposed herself upon him, he still saw her and talked to her and engaged with her, which is culturally very interesting. I can't think of a modern day equivalent of Jesus being interrupted and imposed upon by a Gentile woman, but he would not be expected to. But her response is also very interesting. She doesn't defend herself, and she doesn't defend her request. She doesn't even take offense or arms against how Jesus categorized the situation. What she merely said was, "The dogs under the table are allowed to eat the scraps from the children's plates." And this doesn't mean that she's taking from Jesus or that she's taking from the children, but that the children of Israel, the people who got it first, didn't finish it. There was left over. And the dogs under the table, I think, implies that she is waiting, that she is trying to be part of the household, that she is, as she is now, at his feet, that she is not expecting Jesus to go search her out, but that she is just waiting for any bit of it to fall to her. And Jesus appreciates this answer and performs the miracle. And I just want us to take a moment and reflect on who in our society, who in our lives plays the role of this woman, who isn't in the in circle, who isn't getting their needs met all the time, who isn't first in line of faithfulness, but yet is waiting for the scraps. who is in their own way quite faithful. And do we see these people the way that Jesus does? Not that they would supersede, in quotations, the church, but that when it is ready and accessible and good, that they would receive their portion. Lord, I pray that we would continue to see the world differently, that we would continue to see the world as you see it, to see people as you see them. Lord, that we would fight our way out of this Western understanding of earning and deserving and reaping what you sow, and that we would see your grace and see your provision and see your love for everyone, for your family, and for those waiting out in the streets. Amen.